My name's Victoria Swigert.
And I'm Victor Terinsky.
Well, we're at Rancho Victoria Vineyard, enjoying a sunset in the vineyard.
Yeah, every second and fourth Friday of the month, we have an awesome musician come out and jam in the vineyard and bring in a food truck. And so happens that Cousins Man Lobster is here tonight, and we're having fun. It's super mellow. I mean, you get to have a lobster sandwich and a world-class glass of wine with this view in the background. I mean, does it get any better? You know, because of our location being the closest winery to Folsom, El Dorado Hills in Sacramento, right off the Jackson Highway, you got Latrobe Road, you can take the highway straight from Sacramento. Here, time and time again, people, they say, we never knew you were back there, and we're right off Greelage Road, right before you hit Plymouth. And that was the first reaction when I came on the scene here. I came here looking to get married, and I found a wedding venue. And I said, I never knew. And I get to see that every time someone walks up the stairs. They say, we had no idea. And they love it. And I get to relive that moment over and over again, which is great.
People love it here because it's so relaxed and they feel part of a family of wine drinkers. And, you know, they love it here. They feel very relaxed. They get away from the hustle and bustle of life and can enjoy a glass of wine, a beautiful sunset, beautiful vineyard for that matter.
It's like escaping the city, you know. It's to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life, and a short drive from El Dorado Hills and Folsom. It's 20 minutes from Folsom, 15 from El Dorado Hills, and you get to see this beautiful view. And you know, and then Victoria and I work the day-to-day in the tasting room. You know, this is a dynamic duo, and you know, the answer is yes. What's the question? We're all about hospitality and having a good time. So, you know, we'd love for you to come down to Rancho Victoria, and odds are we'd probably share a glass of wine with you.
Absolutely. Well, my husband acquired the property in 2011, and they had the soil tested from another gentleman's recommendation, and so we did, and the soil tested fabulous. And so we decided to put a vineyard in, and fortunately, John and Cindy were ready and willing to live here and work on the property, and they do that, and they made it as successful as we are today. So thank you for all of their hard work, obviously. And we enjoy people coming and talking and telling us their story, because that's how you really get to know people, is by their stories. And so we enjoy everybody here on this deck tonight, and we look forward to many other people coming and enjoying this beautiful ranch that we're willing to share with everyone. Well, I think people, that's what really, when it comes down to it all, we really do want to connect with one another. And unfortunately, there's so many things that divide people. We want to reunite people. We want people to tell us their story. We want to be part of their lives. We want them to feel comfortable and to, you know, just share things with us that maybe even sometimes when they're having a glass of wine, they might not share with others. So
they say, wow, that view is amazing. And then I often make a joke and say, oh, I'm sorry about that. We're trying to work on the view. Like, obviously it's amazing, but to see it in their eyes, and, you know, everyone is just incredibly, you know, blown away by what they experience when they're here. So that's pretty.
And they keep coming back. They keep coming back.
You know, it's like when you're building a business, you know, you want it to happen all at once, but it doesn't work like that. And with Rancho Victoria, it's like once someone visits the winery, they will be back. They might not be back in Amador for another 6 months, but because of the experience they have there with the hospitality, the property, the wine, I mean, it's a must stop every time. And I encourage, if you've never been here, I encourage you to take a left turn on Greelage off of Jackson Highway or Latrobe. It's well worth it. And you can meet the dynamic duo of Victor and Victoria, because we are your tasting room operators, and we'd love to have you.
And the wine is fabulous. It really is.
It really is.
You have to come and taste it for yourself. Well, the weddings are absolutely beautiful. If you go on the website or on Facebook, you'll see so many photos that Cindy has taken. And what can I say? It's paradise for weddings.
You know the great thing about getting married here, which was the defining factor is why I got married here, and then you get to have a weekend wedding. So your average venue, right? You book it, indoor, outdoor, regardless. At 10 o'clock, they say, "Congratulations! Now, please get out." At Rancho Victoria, you have the opportunity to have a weekend wedding. You can have your rehearsal dinner here. You can have the day of a wedding, and then you can have a champagne brunch on Sunday. So that's what I did when I got married here. But you have this property is 1,150 acres, so you have the entire back part of the property the entire weekend if one desires. So it's like a retreat. So the day you get married goes by so fast. It's like a blur. With all that planning that takes a year at minimum, all that planning that takes probably about a year. So the day of your wedding goes by so fast, but here you get to experience it longer and longer. I'm rambling now. You'll cut that out. Okay, all right.
Well, and you're surrounded by the horses, and there's cattle, and there's chickens, and nothing's going to interfere with your special day or anything that we're going to. But you get to see those things and be surrounded by all that, plus vineyards, oak trees. What more? I mean, it's so relaxing. It's so. Back home on the range.
That bull, remember? I came to work one day and there was a bull in the middle of the road, and I said, I don't know what to do. So I chased the bull, it chased me. That was one week. The next week I came to work, and then there were 30 head of cattle outside, and I got them all back in the corral except for 2, so I chased them around for an hour. And then finally we got back on the fence, the horses ran out, and I called Victoria and I said, I had a great day. It's never a dull moment at Rancho Victoria. We had 2 goose or geese?
Geese.
We had a coyote chase 2 geese. The geese flew off, and the herd of cattle chased the coyote over the hill. And that was all viewable from the tasting room patio.
Yes. And by the way, we have a pet finch, Pip. We've named her. She doesn't want to leave. And so if the animals don't want to leave,
exactly,
then here you are. We're all in unity.
That's right. Click the event page. We have a ton of events. You're always looking for something to do. Date night with the wife. What are we going to do? We can go to the movies. Well, odds are, if it's a Friday, every other Friday, we got something going on here. We have concerts throughout the summer. Call us. You want to do a private tasting midweek? We'll make it happen. Sunset tasting. Events are. It's fun, Get out of escape the city and come to Rancho Victoria. It's a short drive to a perfect moment.
I have to say 2 words: beautiful and delicious. We have a great team here. We all work together to accomplish excellence if we could. All of us work hand in hand, have each other's backs.
This is my girl right here. She's my partner in crime in the tasting room.
Victoria.
Come see us.